Hey there, everybody. Sorry about the late start. For some reason, my headphones were not actually working right. Hey there, Jen. Nice to see you on. Yes, I'm missing Secret McSquirrel as well. Sorry for the delayed start. All right, let's go ahead and just jump right in. We can chat as we go along. So we are starting on move 80. So 1 and 3 and 1 on the right, and 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. Alrighty, so there's 1 and 3. Sorry for such a large break over the weekend, but I wanted to make sure I did well on my Constable Firearms certification class, or qualification test, whatever. 1 from the top, and then bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, I seem to have done okay with that. I got a perfect score on both firearms, so I would say I was successful there. Hey, Gwendolyn, nice to see you on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I've had about a week or so on modafinil now. And I actually, 1 and 3 and 1 on the left, apparently need sleep. I know that's a weird thing to say, but now that I'm no longer sleepy just because I'm sleepy, I can tell when I'm tired. Because I either haven't had enough sleep, I'm out of shape physically, or need better exercise or whatnot. So I'm working on that, which is why I'm only doing an hour tonight, so I can get to sleep at about 8:30 p.m. my time zone. And Thursday night stream will be longer because I no longer have to work on Fridays all the time, so I can actually sleep in, and that'll be nice. Also, not having to drive about an hour and a half to get to and from work on Fridays will give me some extra time to do things. Thank you very much, Gwendolyn. It's the first time I've gotten a perfect score once, much less twice, so I was rather pleased with that. And I even had the tightest group of all the people that were shooting that day, so that was nice. All right, on to 81, which will be 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. So it's going to be the same till we get to the point of the sword, so I'll probably not bring this up every time. There we go. Went ahead and posted a short too. My boss at work wanted me to make replacement lawn dart fins for him because the set he has from when he was a kid is just about worn out. All right, there we go. He's very happy with it. And 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But if I want to, I can probably get this done this weekend. And I'm thinking potentially of taking a slight break before I start Rob's braid and maybe just doing a standard traditional Taka-Dai braid. It shouldn't take that long to do, especially if it's not a more complex design. I can get those done fairly quickly. But it'd be interesting, I think, to do a more structured and less custom design. So the usual places I post announcements, I've asked if people would like that and if they have suggestions for the pattern. And of course, now I've forgotten most of what I was planning to talk about tonight. But we'll just have to work around that. There we go. Another one. Knot became untied. Alrighty. Let's tie this one off again. And locally, the elections are on the 16th of May. So I will have to do my constabulatory duty there and guard the polls on election day, which is actually a slightly boring but somewhat nice duty. I get a chance to talk with the other poll workers, and my wife fixes dinner for everybody there because she feels it would be rude to bring me dinner and nobody else. So that's nice too. The only downside is that it takes about a month or two to get paid from the county for working the election day. And I don't take vacation time from my day job. So it's a little bump in pay down and then back up. There's 2 nuts. And I don't think I left enough on the end for a very good knot. Let's give it a try anyway, see if I can't get it tied off. There we go. I got it. Go ahead and roll this back up and do a lark's head knot. And apparently I did not get the tension even. That looks terrible. Well, I know how to fix that too. All right, just pull all that back and reach for the super glue. And just apply a little bit on here. That looks like it got nice good coverage there. Okay. Got good coverage, but I did not get it pulled even. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if I can't. Won't be on camera because I want to make sure I got a nice even tension with it. There we go. That's better. But that's definitely going to be a shorter one. I think I'll still have enough to do another full version of the pattern. Let me just quickly measure it. Alrighty. And 22 inches. I should be able to get 8 inches out of that, or 9 inches. So, anything been going well for you folks? I know Ian did a fundraiser for Secret McSquirrel's funeral expenses. I didn't get a chance to watch that yet. I fell asleep while it was going on, so hopefully that went well. I saw something on Twitter about reaching the goal, or at least doing really well with it. All right, so 1 and 3 and 1. So, all right, so that's already been adjusted. All right, so Okay, all right, we're ready for the next move. Moving on to move 82. And 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. And 1 from the top, and bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. There's 1. And 3. And 1 from the top, and the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I might not be able to do a live video for the tying off the end of it, but I will definitely do my best to record video of it and upload it as an individual video if I can't do it live. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go. And on to move 83. 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. Yeah, I think I woke up a little bit for that. I remember his voice breaking, so and I do think I remember waking up and hearing their voices. I left the phone playing it when I dozed off, so I definitely have to watch it again. You definitely know that Secret Mixed Scroll was definitely a beloved member of the community, and a lot of people were definitely personally affected by that. Unfortunately, since I tend not to be all that active in the chats, I didn't get a chance to interact with her myself, but that sounds like that was definitely my loss. So 1 from the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. I should probably ask on Rob's Discord how to do that giveaway thing. I've let's see. And, oops, that one slipped in between. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And we're on to move 84. And hey, we're tip of the sword is starting to show. There it is right there. Still 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1, but we can see it's going to start changing. There we go. Oh, and that reminds me, Speaking of the giveaway stuff, or giving away stuff, printed this. It's from Hex 3D's designs. Supposedly, when you spin it fast enough and not like where it's an actual rotation, you're supposed to be able to see an optical illusion with it. But I haven't had a chance to set up like a Lazy Susan or something like that to do it properly. But I was thinking that I might give this away. It's fairly light. Maybe somebody would like it, but we'll see how that goes. But that's kind of something like I was thinking of giving away. Alrighty. So we're on move 84. So 1 and 3 and 1 on the right. There's 1. And 3. And 1 from the top, and bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That one needs to be unrolled a bit more. But in another 2 months, I should have access to the whole archive. The way it's set up is you have to be a member for 3 months before you get access to everything, which is understandable. They view it as more of a community than a money thing there. 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. But there are some interesting designs I've seen attributed to them that I'd like to print, but not necessarily keep around the house. So. And 1 from the top, and the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Tomorrow's allergy shot day, and I usually fall asleep early that day, so I'm probably not. Oh, I know I'm not going to stream that day. All right, so 85. We can see the last little bit of the sword point right there. Still 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Sorry, just checking some stuff here real quick. See if anybody wanted to chat on Rumble. We've got some people watching, but nobody's chatting. Alrighty, so 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. But before I do that, it's time for a coma slide. Here we go. And now for the 1 and 3 and 1. One of the things I noticed I might be able to print would be a Star Trek 4D chess set, which I supposedly know the rules to, but unfortunately I've never been that great of a chess player. But I've always liked the 4D chess set designs that Star Trek did, as opposed to like the 3-layer or 4-layer flat chess boards that other 3D chess designers have come up with. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. Of course, since none of it's official, they're all homemade designs. The ones I've seen might be printable, but look like they take a lot of extra work. 1 from the top, and then the bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Another thing I was thinking I could print that people would like would be the cat/dragon skull or cat vampire skull hair pieces. My wife really loves those. They aren't that hard to print, and they look fairly nice. My wife had me make a bunch to give to her family. And we're on to move 86. There we go. Getting close. Another 2 moves, and we'll be at the end game here for this second to last or penultimate version of the pattern. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the right. And 1 from the top, and the bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That one looks like it might be helpful to use super glue on, but I'll wait till. I think I'll wait till like maybe tomorrow night or whenever, and touch those up at the end, when I'm not streaming, so people aren't seeing the time wasting, and it's not like I haven't shown them. No, it's doing enough to irritate me. All right, let's pull that even. Get that pulled snug. And let's do a drop here. There we go. And give that a second. There we go. That's much better. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. That one got snagged on a knot. Let's see if I can't get this to come apart. There we go. Goes back down there. And 1 from the top, and bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And I realized I forgot to do something when I did the coma slide. I didn't do the take-up reel. There we go. Alrighty. We are ready for move 86. Or 87, we're on 86. 87. There we go. 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. Last one before the end of the sword. I also had a chance to try the Wendy's ghost pepper chicken sandwich. It was spicy, but not overly spicy, nice and flavorful. So I'm rather happy with it. The only downside is that I don't know if something on the sandwich was outgassing or not, but I started eating it and my eyes started burning and watering to the point where I had to set the sandwich down, go to another room, wash my hands carefully, and then use like a Kleenex to dab my eyes. Gave it a minute or two, went back, and I was fine. So I'm not sure what happened there. But I did not touch my face after touching the sandwich accidentally or anything like that. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm also slowly tapering off my caffeine consumption so I can get down to like maybe 100 milligrams a day, just enough to help keep my migraines at bay. Speaking of which, I'm still doing pretty good, averaging only about 1 migraine a month since I started using the CPAP. I can't tell you how wonderful that is to not be having migraines regularly. Out of the last 20 years, I probably had, before I started this, maybe 4 or 5 months where I only had 1 migraine in a month. So one from the top, and the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's not right. I missed one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 from the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That looks right. There we go. That sounds very nice. I tend to like sesame oil and sesame seeds in a lot of the food I eat if I can get it. Alrighty, we are ready to start changing up a little bit here. So we are moving on to 88. So 1 and 3 and 1 on the right. On the left, we only do 3 and no exchange. And there's 1 and 3. And 1 from the top, bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And on the left, we only exchange 3 and no shed reversals. So all from the bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And all from the top is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we had another one get untied. Alrighty, let's try this one again. Alrighty. Let's see if I can't tie this one off properly and hopefully keep the tension even. So I don't have to super glue it a couple of times like I did the last one. And one. There we go. And two. And three. Pull that snug. Put a lark set knot back up on here. There we go. Set that one back there. Looks pretty good. All right, so we are ready for our next move. All righty, we are moving on to move 89. So it'll be 3 on the right, and shed 1 is reversed, and just 3 on the left, no shed reversals. Hey, Kathleen, nice to see you on. It's been a little bit. Sorry I haven't been on that long, or on that much lately. I want to make sure I pass my Constable Firearms qualification. All right, so just 3 on the right. So I wound up taking off to do that, make sure I had everything ready. And it kind of paid off. I got a perfect score on both weapons. So not only is it the first time I got a perfect score, it's the first time I got a perfect, well, I got a perfect score twice. Let's see, shed 1 is reversed, so 1 from the top. My groups were actually the tightest of all the people that I was shooting with. So that really boosted my ego. However, I haven't been to the range for about 10 months, which means I could be doing so much more better if I would actually practice. So 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And just 3 on the left. And no shed reversals. So it'll be all bottom first and all top second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Thank you. That's nice to hear. Let's see if anybody's chatting on Rumble real quick. I've been popping the chat out, but until somebody starts chatting there regularly, I think it's probably not worth the effort other than just keeping it up to see if somebody actually does chat. Alrighty. We are ready for the final move for this rendition of the pattern. We are on to 90. So 3 on the right, no shed reversals, and just nothing on the left. So 3 getting exchanged on the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all on the bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all on the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all on the bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all on the top. And there we go. Okay. And we're at the end. Click one more, and we're back at the beginning. So just the base moves, all bottom, all top on the right, all bottom, all top on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If I do wind up getting this done this weekend, I will have it off to Ian as soon as I can. There's no exchanges. It's just bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm also going to send him the dice tower. Welcome back, Kathleen. Good to see you back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Speaking of being back, I don't think you've seen one of the things I was thinking about giving away that I've 3D printed. Show it to you real quick. It's supposed to, when you spin it fast at the right rate and not wobble it like I would do when I'm handling it, it's supposed to have an optical illusion. So I'm thinking of going ahead and doing a giveaway for this, which with only like 3 people active in chat is going to be fairly good odds for those of you who attend. So, but I need to get that drawing app for people who enter hashtags in the chat. So I'll try and get that done maybe by the next next stream, if I can get that. All right, so let me bring this up. And on to move 2, which is again just the base moves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I will do a stream Thursday night, and I will probably do a stream Saturday sometime and finish this off. And then it'll be a matter of figuring out if I'm going to do a interim braid where I don't do it as a custom braid. I just do one of the standard patterns and then get started on robs. I also need to make a wood warping stand so that I can get my brain to function here. Make the setup for Rob's braid a lot easier. There we go. And we are on to move 3. So nothing on the right. On the left, we just do 1, and shed 1 is reversed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And 1 is reversed. And shed 1 is reversed, or 1 is exchanged, shed 1 is reversed, so 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, sorry, just catching up on chat there. All right. So before we do another move, it's time for a coma slide. Whoops. Did I miscount? Huh, nope, that must have popped over. All right, so coma slide and coma slide. And take up reel. There we go. And still got about 15 minutes. Okay, I can keep going. Alrighty, we are ready for the next move. On to move 4. So 1 on the right, no shed reversals, and 1 on the left, and 1 shed reversal. That's kind of disastrous when the kids do that. Well, semi-disastrous. Pain in the butt to clean up, but usually no real damage unless like they knock over something that's breakable. All right, so 1 is exchanged and no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 is exchanged on the left, and 1 shed reversal. So 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, my folks have traveled to Mississippi to give my sister some assistance while she's dealing with trying to get a narcolepsy diagnosis. So have them around the house helping out a little bit will help her more to keep her mentally focused and take her to and from her sleep study tests. Go. Alrighty. So that's it for move 4. And we are ready for move 5. And all right, so 1 exchange on the right, shed 1 is reversed, 1 and 3, and 1 on the left. So 1 on the right, shed 1 is reversed, so 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the top. There we go. And on the left, 1 and 3 are exchanged. And shed 1 is reversed. There's 3. And 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 from the top. go. And on to move 6. So we are now 1 and 3 and 1 on the right and 1 and 3 and 1 on the left, and we'll stay that way for a while. That's very helpful. Some of our cats are interested in the Kumihimo, some aren't. So we have to be careful with the ones that are interested. Yep. My sister actually had a previous diagnosis of narcolepsy when she was living in Alaska, but as my sister describes it, the doctor was kind of sketchy, and she thinks they were more interested in finding somebody to prescribe Provigil to see how it worked for her. So I don't think she was on it for that long, but she's kind of reached the point where she can no longer control it with caffeine anymore. Whoops. There we go. And she'd been on a CPAP for a year now, and it wasn't helping her. So my mother has some mobility issues, but she's actually still fairly active. She's just about 80 now. When she was about 70, she and my dad were re-roofing the house, which in Idaho, where they live, the house roof angle is only about 10 or 15 degrees, not a really steep roof. And my mom accidentally butt dialed me from the roof of the house when she was in her 70s, so that was kind of impressive. All right, so 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. There's 1 and 3. All right, let's see. Yep, I think it shows up on camera. This point right here is where the blue thread ends, and it's onto the leader. So as you can see, I'm starting to come up over here, and it's gradually going to work its way up here. All righty, so 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we are ready for the next move, which will be move 7. 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. There's our 1. There is our 3. Gotta mute here real quick. Apparently, my wife let the cat up here again. We'll see if he wants to climb up me or not. Let's see. One of these is, there we go. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. There's 1. And, oops. 1, 2, 1, 2. Didn't do the top one, so 1 from the bottom. Top is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We were just discussing cats. He is kind of upset I am not petting him. Sorry for the head in the view. And of course, he's knocking the camera around. There we go. And 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. There's 1 and 3. There we go. Let's make sure that looks right. Yeah, those two got mixed up. There we go. Yep, there we go. That looks better. So 1, 2. All right. So 1 from the top, and the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And another one fell off. Alrighty. Let's see which one. All right, so from the bottom here, let's go ahead and get this one taken care of. Missed one there. There we go. All right. Yes, it's been, sorry about that. Was looking at other stuff. But yes, it was fairly rainy out here, but not too horrible. Though our sump pump died, though fortunately we don't get a lot of seepage. So it's not a major problem, and we should be able to get it replaced fairly soon. May just be the switch that died on the sump pump, but still. If it's not pumping, it's not working. Whether it's because it doesn't see the switch or... So I'm trying to make sure that this is an even tension here so that I don't wind up with what I had on the other one where I had to glue it because the tension got all screwed up. And I lost about an inch or so off of it. Maybe closer to 2. Alrighty. There we go. And one last one to tie off. And hopefully that'll last through the rest of the braid. The cat's name is Serby, short for Cerberus, because he's got a spot on his back. All right. But no 3 heads. Hey, Bane. Nice to see you on. Missed you there. Let's see. I missed your entryway. Welcome on, Bane. It's good to see you on. Alrighty. I'm probably going to stop this fairly soon because, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, the modafinil seems to be working pretty well. But now that I'm no longer just sleepy, I can tell when I'm tired because, I haven't had enough sleep, or I'm just out of shape, or whatever. And I am trying to work on getting enough actual sleep so that I can get rid of that tiredness as well as the sleepiness. Alrighty, so, all right, so 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Also, Bane, my Constable Firearms qualification this last Saturday, I got a perfect score for both weapons. First time I've gotten a perfect score, and it was on for both of them. Alrighty. So we are on to 8, 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. And we will stop on 9. So we'll start up the next stream on 10. So 1, 3 and 1. There's 1 and 3. And 1 from the top, and bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 string 1 on the left. And there's 1 and 3. And 1 is just reverse, so 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And so we're on move 9 now, 1 and 3 and 1, and 1 and 3 and 1. Yeah, I'm definitely considering it. I need something that's good for concealed carry. If I get good and comfortable enough with it, I'll probably make that my backup weapon next year. Constables are only allowed to have 2 weapons they can carry for duty uses. That's if we have we qualify on the first one, and we can then qualify on the second one. If not, we have to use our second attempt to qual on the first one. But I don't really use my second one. That's more if I have a mechanical failure and I can't. My first one fails for whatever reason. I've got to use my backup, or I won't have anything I can carry until I can get requalified with something else. So it's more a belt and suspenders thing. But I'd like to have something I can carry concealed when I'm not specifically doing constable stuff. So 1 and 3 and 1 on the left. And 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I got to fix this one before I'm done. So let's do that real quick. Alrighty. So that's that one there. Alrighty. And there we go. Pull it snug so I don't lose tension on it. And there we go. That's 1 knot. And because I'm getting so close to the end, let's go ahead and just only worry about 2. This one. There we go. Give it a Oryx head knot. There we go. Alrighty. Let's try this again. So 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ta-da! These are not an exact match for the traditional wood style ones, but yes, they are set at 100 grams, which is a traditional weight for the tama. You can also have like 85 or 80 grams and 70 grams and 30 grams. It all depends on the type of braiding you're doing. But yeah, this is a fairly typical style. The wood ones tend to be a little straighter in the section here, not so much of a curve thing, and a little more bulbous on the ends. Yeah, bobbin lace bobbins are definitely spindly. Alrighty. All right, so got this done. Next move will be 10. And Bane, since you were not on earlier, I'm planning on a future stream, maybe this Saturday or Thursday night, give this away. It's a 3D printed optical illusion. If you can set it up on like a Lazy Susan or something like that and spin it, it's supposed to produce an optical illusion, but I can't spin it at the right speed or not wobble it enough that it shows up on here. But anyway. Alrighty. Does anybody need anything else before I end the stream? If not, I will say to everybody, happy braiding and stay safe. But I'll hang on for just a second to see if anybody else has anything they need. All right, let me check the, see if anybody was on Rumble, said anything. Nope. We did have 3 people watching on Rumble, it looks like, but nobody has chatted there. So, all right. And let's see, 6 views. We got 3 likes. Thank you very much for the people who left the likes. Alrighty. Let's see, there we go, StreamYard. Yep, bobbin lace is definitely very different. Okay, I will be back on Thursday night for probably about 2 hours, and definitely have another stream on Saturday where I will probably finish this braid off. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Appreciate all the likes and shares, and enjoy your evening.